The medium in the message. Hi everyone, our group is going to talk about the idea. The media is message today. Also, people think the value of media is the stuff it shows us, like in once it in news reports or the stories in the video. But Mike Luhan said that what really influences our society is the form of media, not the content it carries. For example, when printing technology came out, it let information be spread to many people at once. This helped knowledge become popular and built a modern education system. Later, electronic media like TV and internet grew fast. They totally changed how we communicate. We moved from talking face to face to chatting with people far away in real time. McLuhan didn't come up with this idea of nowhere. On one hand, he was influenced by Harold Innis' Bayesian communication theory. Innis saw different media like paper or stone would change the way civilization develops. On the other hand, this idea also fight the culture tense back then. After all, the 1960s was when electronic technology began to guide into people's daily lives. To put it simple, the core of the media is the message is this. The form of media itself decides how we think and interact with each other. And in the end, it shapes the whole structure of our society.
Let's take a look at the evolution which media consists of three stages. The first stage was in the 1960s and the 1970s, characterized by technological advancement, the belief that technology such as television would directly lead social change. At the same time, Mark Luhan proposed the concept of the global village. Electronic media enables the simultaneous disseminations of global information and the world become a closely connected village. By the 1980s and the 1990s, series began to incorporate the perspective of social context and proprietary control. It has been found that technology does not work in isolation. For instance, the development of the internet is not only due to technology progress, but also because users have begun to actively create content like early phones, and the culture has transformed from one-way communication to two-way encryption. Enter the 21st century, the focus shifts to organize platformization and digital relationships. Now, when we talk about media, we will mention how diverse technology shapes the information option and how social media platforms readjust interpersonal relationships. This is because digital technology has prominent to every corner of life, and the series must also respond to the new changes. From technology determines everything to technology and society influence each other. This evolution is actually serious getting down to earth, along with the actual development of media.
Next, we will break down the first part of core concept, which consists of three key points. The first one is media is an extension of human beings. Mike Luhan said that media is equivalent to expanding human things and abilities. For instance, glasses extend vision, mobile phones extend our communication nerves, and social media extend social relationships. You can understand it as media is not an external tool, but rather an extension line of our physical and social objects. The second is the distinction between hot media and cold media. Hot media are those with high information density and do not require much thinking, such as newspapers. Cold media and those with unclear information that require user to actively supplement, such as comics. The key to this distinction is that the hot and cold of the medium determines the degree of user participation. The third one is media construct and things-based environment and shape the social structure. For instance, in the area without television, people's presentation of the world come from the people around them and newspapers. After the popularization of television, we have seen global events through screen and the world we perceive as common logic. Along with the comes global social representation. This is how media by change our perception. Finally, influence and the way society is organized.
Any theory is controversial. This page discusses the first level of criticism of it. The first criticism is excessive technological determinism. Opponents said that McLuhan has overemphasized technology. For instance, the internet has indeed changed lives, but government regulator policies and business strategies of enterprise can also influence the direction of the internet development. Social change is the result of the combined effect of technology, politics, and economy, but determined by technology alone. The second criticism means that the interreactive influence of politics, economy, and culture has been ignored. For instance, the popularity of short video platform is not only due to the fact that video is a cold medium, but also because of capital support and cultural demands. These factors are intertwined and cannot merely emphasize the medium itself. The third criticism is ignoring the initiative and resistance of the audience. Media do influence us, but we don't passively accept it. For instance, if push entertainment content to you, you can actively search for knowledge-based content. The platform wants to guide public opinion, and users will also deconstruct it by playing with. And the audience has their own choices, and resistance is not for the media.
This theory is controversial. This page discusses the first level of criticism of it. The first criticism is expensive technological determinism. Opinions say that McLuhan has overemphasized technology. For instance, the internet has indeed changed lives, but government, record, politics, and business strategies of interperceive can also influence the direction of the internet's development. Social change is the reason of the combined effect of technology, police, and the economy, not determined by technology alone. The second criticism is that the intricate influence of politics, economy, and the culture has been ignored. For instance, the popularity of short video platform is not only due to the fact that video is a cold medium, but also because of capital support, such as platform substance for creators and cultural demands. Young people prefer fragmental content. These factors are intervened and cannot merely expand the medium itself. The third criticism is ignoring the intifact and the resistance of the idioms. Media do influence us, but we don't constantly accept it. For instance, it's our push entertainment content to you. You can actively search for knowledge-based content. The platform wants to guide public opinion, and the user will also deconstruct it by playing with memes. The audience has their own choice and resistance, and is not a puppet of the media. This is the second level criticism of the theory, focusing more on the limitations of the theory itself. The first one is conceptual abstraction and lack of empirical research standards. For instance, there is no clear metric for distinguishing between hot media and cold media. Some people consider short videos as hot media, while others think they are cold media. The concept is too vague to be verified through experiments, which is also something that academic research is rather conscious about. The second one is ignoring the inherent importance of the content itself. Mr. Luhan said, the medium is the message, but the influence of content is actually quite significant. For instance, on social media, a piece of content about epidemic prevention and control and a piece of celebrity gossip have completely different impacts on society. The value of content should not be overshadowed by the form of the medium. The third one is it is difficult to explain the differences in media under different cultural contexts. For instance, live streaming is a mainstream form of product promotion in China. However, in some countries, live streaming is more about entertainment. This is because different cultures have different consumption habits and social norms, and the theory does not take these localized variables into account. Therefore, when placed in a global context, its applicability will be discounted. In summary, this theory has opened up a new perspective for us to view media, but its limitations also remind us that understanding media requires more comprehensive and practical thinking.
Looking ahead, future development in media and communication research will move in several important directions. First, there will be a deeper integration with new and emerging media technologies. This includes brain-computer interfaces, the metaverse, and the Internet of Things. Brain-computer interface may allow users to interact with media directly through neutral signals, changing how audience receive information. The metaverse will create immersive virtual space where communication is more interactive and experimental. At the same time, the Internet of Things connects everyday devices, turning homes, cities, and even wearable technologies into continuous communication systems. Together, these technologies will redefine the relationships between media, users, and their environment. Second, future research will place greater emphasis on qualitative and empirical methods. Traditional surveys and interviews will be compromised and complemented by tools such as EEG, eye tracking, and large-scale user data analysis. These methods allows researchers to measure attention, emotional response, and behavioral patterns more accurately. As a result, media studies can become more evidence-based and scientifically grounded. Third, it is crucial to balance technology development with social consideration. Rather than viewing technology as the only driving force, researchers should adopt a two-way analytical framework. This means examine how technology shapes social behavior, values, and power structures, while also understanding how cultural norms, ethics, and public politics influence the design or use of technology. Finally, the future development requires strong interdisciplinary integration. Media research should connect with fields such as geopolitics, ethics, and environmental science. This helps us understand issues like digital power competition between countries, ethical concerns such as privacy and bias, and the environmental impact of digital infrastructure. By taking an interdisciplinary approach, researchers can better respond to the complex challenge of a rapid evolving media landscape. Thank you very much.